Good morning, boys and girls, mommies and daddies, and grandmommies and grandpoppies. Today's story is The New Baby with a question mark. The three little pigs were out of school. Actually, Mr. Farmer Brown came and picked them up, which was a complete surprise. And so the Piggly says, well, where's Mommy Pig at today? And Mr. Farmer Brown says, well, Mommy Pig is busy. You'll find out when you get home. She asked me to come pick you up. And Wiggly says, oh, that's just fun. Thank you, Mr. Farmer Brown. And Squiggly says, thank you very much. And Little Bad Wolf says, thank you, Mr. Farmer Brown. So they got home and they got out of the car. And the Little Brown Wolf, he walked on back to his house. And Mr. Farmer Brown left. And so Squiggly looked at the two boys and he says, okay, Piggly and Wiggly, let's go in and find out how come Mama didn't come pick us up from school. Well, they went into the house and the first thing they heard was a little baby crying. Oh my goodness gracious, what is going on? Mommy, 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 and they called, and Mommy says, I'm upstairs. And so they went upstairs, and here she is in her bedroom. There's a crib with a new baby pig in it. The boys are looking around. Where'd this baby come from? And Mrs. Piggy says, Mommy Piggy says, well, my sister, Petunia, is sick, and she can't take care of her baby, Penny. Oh, you mean we're going to have a baby here at the house for a while? Oh, dear. Is she going to cry all the time? And Mommy Piggy says, no, she's not crying all the time. She said she just started to cry when you walked into the door. She says, I heard the door open. I knew it was you boys. She said, I've just changed her diapers and I'm going to go get her a bottle. Come downstairs with me and I want one of you to hold her while I fix her bottle. And Squiggly looked at Wiggly and Wiggly looked at Piggly and Piggly looked at Squiggly and they said, we don't know how to hold a baby, Mama. And she says, well, I'm going to teach you how to hold your baby cousin. Oh, boy. So they all go downstairs. She says, okay, sit down. So they all sit down on the couch. Piggly, Wiggly, and Squiggly all sitting on the couch. And she says, okay, Piggly, we're going to start with you. And with that, she put Penny in his lap. And he goes, And she says, you're doing just fine, sweetheart. That's wonderful. Now you sit here with the baby and I'll go fix her bottle. So off in the kitchen she goes. Well, little Penny Pig, she looked up at Piggly's face and she goes, eh. And Wiggly says, don't let her cry, don't let her cry. And Piggly says, I don't know what to do. And so with that, Wiggly took her little hand and he kind of went back and forth like this, and she got quiet all of a sudden, and she smiled at Wiggly. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, Squiggly, he got up off the couch and he came around in front of Piggly and he says, let me see if she'll smile at me. So he took her other hand, he goes, doot, 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 doot. She smiled at Squiggly. Well, Piggly says, I want her to smile at me too. And with that, he took her little foot and he goes, wiggle, 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 wiggle. And she smiled at him. All three of the little piggies got smiled at from little Penny cousin. Oh my goodness gracious. They were so happy. They said, you know, this isn't going to be bad after all. We can have some fun. We'll play with her. We'll help Mama take care of her. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And they were, oh my gosh, they were so happy. They just were so happy. About that time, Mama Pig comes back in with her bottle. for Penny. And she took Penny out of her arms and she says, "Okay, boys, thank you very much." She says, "Now see, Penny didn't cry, did she?" And Piggly says, "She smiled at me." And Wiggly says, "Well, she smiled at me too." And Squiggly says, "She smiled at all of us. We just think she's just so cute, Mama. Can we keep her? Can we keep her?" And Mommy Piggy says, "Now you know we can't keep Penny. We have to give her back as soon as Petunia is feeling better. She's got a cold right now, and she didn't want the baby to get the cold." Okay, well, it became supper time after they got through with their homework, and Mommy Piggy had put Penny down for a nap. It was now supper time. So little Penny woke up, and thank goodness Mommy had Penny's high chair. So she put her in the high chair, and she's cooking supper. And she says, "Okay, boys," she said, "I want you to help me, please." She said, "Squiggly, can you run upstairs and get a diaper out of the bag in my room?" He says, "Yes, ma'am." And he goes upstairs, he gets a bag, or gets a diaper out of the bag that was in Mama's room. He brings it down. And she says, "Okay," she says, "Now, Piggly," she says, "I want you to get a little bowl out, and I'm going to dish out some supper for Penny. And you boys can take turns of feeding Penny." Oh my goodness gracious. This is something new and important. Oh dear. Ooh, this is important. A smile is fun, but feeding the baby is important. Oh dear, they all got kind of worried, and they thought, "Oh, we hope we can do this." And Mommy Piggy says, "You can do this. I'm right here. I'll help you." Well, she set little Penny in the high chair. Well, Penny was already in the high chair, I'm sorry. And they started in feeding her. Piggly gave her the first little bite. Oh, she thought that was such good food. And Wiggly gave her the second little bite, and she goes, "Mmm," again. And Squiggly gives her the third little bite, and she goes, "Bleh." She spit it all out. And Mommy Piggy says, "You're feeding her too fast." Okay. Squiggly picks up the spoon again. He says, "Now, little Penny, you've had a little break in between, so now take another spoonful." And this time she took it, and she even smiled. Oh dear, another smile. Well, supper was ready for the boys, and so they all ate their supper together, and Mommy Piggy fed Penny a little bit more supper, and it was time to put Penny to bed. So Mama Piggy says, "Now I'm going to show you how to change her diaper, just in case I get busy and I can't change her diaper one time. I'm going to show you how to do it." "Oh, Mommy, do we have to?" Ooh. And Mommy Piggy says, "Yes, you have to learn how to change a diaper." So with that, she took Penny's old diaper off and swooped her up and put the new diaper underneath her and pulled it all up. She says, "That's all there is to it." "Oh, we thought you had to use safety pins." She says, "No, boys." She says, "That's the old style." She says, "That's when you were little." She says, "Now they've got elastic or, tapes on the side of the diaper." "Wow, that's like masking tape, isn't it, Mama?" And Mama says, "Yeah, you could probably use masking tape, the same idea." Well, they all went to bed. And, boys and girls, we're going to start having a little bit quicker stories, because I think that might be more fun. And I don't know if today's story was fun, but GrandMommy had a good time telling it. So this is the end of the story for today, and I will see you Wednesday. Bye-bye.